morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another day in the market. Sorry for that little technical difficulties. They just decided this morning was going to be the day where they just disconnected my streaming account to YouTube. So that's what we were dealing with. I was very confused as to what's happening over there. But team, even with the late start, I want to always make sure that you guys have the correct information and better information so that you guys can make more I don't want to say more better, but better, well-informed decisions here. Guys, it is that time of day. Make sure you guys say good morning and just, to somebody in the live chat. If you guys would like to say good morning to me as well, I'd love to see some good mornings. Let's do a little bit of a roll call over here. If you guys are new to the stream, let me know. I'd love to welcome you guys to our great group over here. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys wouldn't mind hitting that like button as you're filtering in here, helps me a whole lot. Getting these streams out to some more people costs you nothing to do it, but again, helps me out a whole lot. We got a lot to talk about this morning. Tesla's earnings came out. We had Boeing reporting earnings. We have some Middle East conflict heating up again. We have a new trade that I'm in. We have a trade that I'm out of. There's a lot of things that we got to go over here, ladies and gentlemen, but let's see who's in here. Sorry about that. I mean, I wanted to make sure that we got it going, though. So we're good. I think we're good. Let me go over to YouTube. Oh, there we go, everybody. So we have Romeo, Starsky, Tor, Thos, Wreck-It Ralph, Rogue, Daniel, Samuel, Nate, Daily Taylor, Dr. Bob, Eddie. Let's see, Angel, Jay, Vigard. Let's see, we got Christopher, Meowser, Wrecked Customs, Caesar, Ben. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. I hope everybody's having a good morning over here. So let's kind of go through. I mean, Tesla reported earnings. They are up about 11.5%. With Tesla here, I'm actually more interested in waiting to see if you're going to get this consolidation after this post earnings move, rather than trying to actually play that actual 5-minute opening range post earnings setup. So that's what I'm most interested in Tesla. You guys know that I've been talking about Tesla for a while. Honestly, I don't really get why they're up so much. I can sort of see it. I mean, they sold off very aggressively. I mean, the numbers were a double miss. I mean, they are offering a new vehicle. There are a couple of things that you have to that could be helping there. But in general, I saw something very interesting on Tesla yesterday where somebody posed the question, would everybody be as excited about the future prospects of this company if instead of the stock being up 7 to 10, 11%, if it was down? And I think the answer to that question is no. And what that tells you is that people are really just reacting to price action and not actually what's happening fundamentally with the company, which is a very key point. Other thing too, so Boyle, I ended up exiting Boyle yesterday for a little base hit gain. What's it doing here? Yeah, so I mean, it's right around, I mean, I was selling a little higher than this. I think it was higher. Actually, it might have actually been higher than that. I don't know. I'm out of Boyle. I don't have this thing anymore. I can probably delete a lot of these alerts that I have, but ladies and gentlemen, you guys saw me enter this one on stream yesterday, the ACB. I mean, it looks like we're getting round 2 on this thing, so I want to see what happens with it. Absolutely awesome entry so far. The shares on it are up very significantly already. I know Tor was in on that one with me. Again, guys, the Swing King strategy and everything that we talk about in there in that course. I mean, it's the best. It's some of the best trading education that you guys are ever going to receive. Finding stocks that are about to explode before they do. Other thing that we got to take a look at here. I mean, AMD is coming up a little bit. I believe Texas Instruments reported earnings yesterday as well. Now, again, you can see here, Texas Instruments Incorporated, semiconductors. You all might be thinking to yourselves, wait, I thought Texas Instruments only made calculators. No, 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 no. Texas Instruments is a pretty big semiconductor company. And that's something that a lot of people don't realize, and everybody just thinks about it in terms of the calculators. So that's interesting. So TXN moving up. I kind of wanted to play this one on earnings. They were pricing in about 4.5%. I didn't. But this could be an interesting post-earnings setup that we're looking at here. The other thing we have to take a look at, USD JPY. This thing flashed 155. It might still be up there. Yeah, 154.90. This came all the way up to 155.16, basically. Again, the yen is just further devaluing, guys. That is not going to be great for all of this, all of the USD that could then get repatriated back into yen. So that is going to be an interesting dynamic that obviously we're going to be continuing to cover. But the VIX Insights report that you guys are getting this weekend, if you guys aren't in there yet, and you're not taking advantage of VIX insights yet, I mean, you're doing yourself a massive disservice. I finished the first research report for you guys yesterday. I also am going to be making the single stock breakdown for you as well on a very, very interesting company that I think is a cool one that nobody's really talking about. It's like a I almost want to call it a dividend growth stock. Is kind of how I want to call it. That's kind of what but it's going to be cool once you guys see that. So those reports should probably go out to you guys on Saturday. Um, but let's see here. What else do we have? ES is not reacting positively to, I believe it's Israel targeting. YouTube's gonna hate me for this, but like whatever. Israel's targeting Hezbollah. I think that was the news that came through the feed. In some areas, I don't know. I'd have to go back and look. 18 minutes ago, let me look. Is really immediate. Let me see. Target Hamas and Rafah. So I might be wrong on that one. I thought I saw. Oh no, I'm right. Israel strikes 40 Hezbollah sites in South Lebanon. So that was coming through the feed. Ralph, remember the joke? This is completely unrelated, but remember what I told you about what happened to me this past weekend? Oh, well, it wasn't this past weekend. It was actually the weekend before, but it was funny. Yeah, I mean, I think this ACB has a great look to it. If this can reinvigorate, remember, I mean, we were kind of hunting for round 2 on ACB. The last trade that I gave you guys on ACB ended up running to my final take profit at a 1-16 risk to reward. I want to see if we can do something like that again. I mean, this one, if it goes completely as planned, the final TP there is going to be about a 1-9. So, I mean, it'd be great to see that happen. It'd be really fun. If it doesn't, whatever, man. I mean, we're still going to be very, very, very green on the week. Fake it till you make it. Stop. No, I think she caught on. I think she caught on because, like, I was making jokes about it at the bar too, like, her friends. Sorry. All right. This is unrelated. This is completely unrelated. I was like, I don't want to say it this way, but like, I was sort of discriminated against for no reason. It was very strange. I was like, well, hold on. What? But team, as always, as you guys are filtering in here, make sure you guys are hitting that like button. You guys are crushing it already. We're like 15 likes away from 50. Story time. I can't do a story time with this one. We're not doing a story time. We've done a lot less story times and a lot more teaching you guys things that you need to know. So I think we're going to keep it that way. I think we are going to keep it that way. So, I mean, we might get a nice little day trade setup today, especially if we form a nice little trend. Mastermind last night was awesome for you guys too. Going over that portfolio management stuff. We're going to be talking about modern portfolio theory tonight. That is going to be absolutely awesome. I can't wait. I mean, that one last night was fun. We got another awesome one prepared for you guys tonight. What's the 10-year doing? Ooh, if this was a stock, you know what I would be looking for. You wouldn't touch Tesla today? I'm not going anywhere near Tesla today. We do have Facebook earnings after hours today. What else do we have? Let me look. Because I know Boeing was this morning. Boeing's up in the pre-market, which is insane. After hours today, we have Facebook, IBM, Ford, Chipotle, ServiceNow. Those are the big ones. Before open tomorrow, Altria could be interesting. Southwest could get hit a little bit. I believe a lot of their planes are the Boeing 737. Or 737 Max. I think that's the one that's having issues. After close tomorrow is really big. We have Microsoft, Google, Intel, Snap, Roku. And then Friday's a really big day, not just in terms of earnings. I mean, it's the oil day. So we have Exxon, Chevron, those two big ones. But what we also have is PCE data, the Fed's preferred metric of inflation. Loved last night's Mastermind. Mastermind yesterday was interesting and informative. Thank you, guys. I appreciate that. Mastermind 13 was good. Yeah, I mean, for those of you guys that still want to hop in there and get that education, I mean, you guys know where to find the link. It's in the description. We're 13 sessions in. We got a couple more to go. Let's see. New airline risk with the rules are passed regarding fees and competition of services. Oh, yeah, you mentioned that. I got to take a look at that. I'm also going to be on a Twitter space today talking about earnings. So if you guys are following me on Twitter, if you're not, you should. We'll be on a Twitter space later today at 2. That'll be fun. I want to do a lot more of those. I think there's a lot of cool people like to interact with on Twitter. Like there's a lot of, and I think Here's kind of the one thing that and I want to kind of go through with some of you guys, and this is just kind of the way I view things. It's with the things that we talk about in the like most of the people that are out there on all social media that are just in the trading space, like I hate to say it this way, but they're kind of dumb. Like they don't know things. Like, and I feel like getting in like me interacting with some of these people, and like if I start going back and forth with people in obviously a very positive way, you guys that are able to watch those types of conversations happen are just going to learn more from those types of things. Like what most people do is they're just coming in and trying to follow, be like, make me a bunch of money right now. And it's like, no, 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 no. There are certain skills and certain things that you guys have to know in order to make sure that you're going to have long-term success in this market, whether it's long-term investing, swing trading, day trading, whatever it is. Because if you have that type of information, you can make more well-informed decisions. And that's exactly where VIX Insights is coming from. What the heck was that? That was weird. Like a lot of these people just don't have anything to offer. I'm just like, I don't know, but it's just not the type of like stuff that I really want to be dealing with, you know? Like I like making sure and teaching you guys about the stuff that's actually going on. Like, yeah, obviously, like we're gonna go through and make sure that you guys have the skills to make money in the market, but there's a lot more to it. There's a lot more to it. ACB not really doing a whole lot in the pre-market here. I mean, it's down 2%. I want to see how this thing fares today. I'd love to see this thing get a nice solid push through that 750 area there. That would be really nice. Key area of resistance. And then it's almost straight shot up to our 816 and then maybe that 885 if it really wants to get spicy. ACB still in play today. I'm still in it. Stop it. Yeah, I mean, I'm still in it. I mean, I got it yesterday. I'm not going to do anything with it now. I mean, I have my targets. I have my risk. I don't really need to do anything else. Like, again, that's kind of one of the beauties with trading the way that I do. A lot of you guys that have 9 to 5 jobs, like, it's so much easier to trade this way. It's so much more relaxed. You can just sit there and say, well, DRV, I've been out of DRV and I ditched Boyle yesterday. So what's DRV doing? It's probably getting hammered. What the heck is it? Come on. Come on. Come on. Where's DRV? I mean, it's just kind of coming down, converging into the 10. I mean, I was out of DRV at right above 45 on the rest of it. So, I mean, nice little base hit there. Nice little base hit on Boyle. I think the one that has the most potential to actually get some really solid gains is the ACB. So, I mean, I wouldn't chase it now. Those of you guys that have been in Swing Kings with us, I mean, you're able to identify these setups. The last time that we played this one was down in here. This was one of the dirtiest trades that I've given you guys, especially recently in the last month. So we'll see what happens here. I mean, I'm still in it. It could still come down and stop me out, obviously, but with the way that this thing likes to move, I think that one has some really good potential. But we'll see. Again, once I enter the trade, guys, and once we're in it, there's nothing left for us to do. It's just you have your targets, you have your risk, and you let it go. It's very, very, very simple. Check DM. All right, let's see. I know you said NVIDIA news. What is it? NVIDIA just announced it has agreed to acquire Run AI, a GPU orchestration software provider. That's interesting. That is interesting. How much time we got? Guys, we got 2 minutes left until market open. Wow, that came up quick. Make sure you guys are hitting that like button on the way in. And remember, everybody, all my trading education there. It is the best trading education in the game. Like less trades, more profits. Seeing these things and how they unfold in the market is going to help you guys out so much. There's so much nonsense out there. And you see the success that a lot of the people in these live chats are having, the testimonials on the site. If you guys want that 50% off deal, there it is there. I actually don't know how much longer that 50% off deal is going to be around for. It might be a little bit different. I might do something a little special for my birthday next month for you guys. Say, all right, we'll do a little Vic's birthday special. But again, you guys have had what, like 4 months to hop in there. Again, make sure you guys are taking advantage of that. We send out the watch list every single week. The day trading mastery course has had like 16 winning months in a row. The thing is nasty. So there will probably still be a discount for if you want both of them, but I don't think it's going to be 50% for that much longer. It's not going to be buy one, get one free. Maybe start at 9:15 every day. Nah, I like hanging out with you guys. Friday will be on really early at like 8:25. Where's ACB? Ding, ding, ding. Market open, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. I want to see how Tesla behaves. Wow. That's a ripper. Tessie, big earnings gap there. Big boy earnings gap. Let's see. USD JPY down a little bit. We don't really need DRV. What else do we want over here? How's AMD doing? How's my baby? Oh, it's up another almost 3% here. That's not bad. I'll take that. Man. After all of this nonsense we had to do. I mean, it is banging its head on the 10 EMA there. So we're gonna have to wait and see what happens with that. Tessie shooting a little. We haven't really looked at Boeing. We should look at Boeing here. Yeah, that thing just shot up and is starting to fizzle. All right, let's see. Yeah, I'd love for us to get a nice little ES setup here. I mean, there's really only been one this week so far. Am I long or short ACV? Oh, I'm long ACV. 100% long ACV. My entry is way down here. But again, it's gonna once you see like how simple but effective everything I do in the market is, you're gonna be like, it's that simple. I didn't have to do all this other nonsense. It's like, yeah, man. Yeah. It's so simple. It's chopping around down a little bit here, but this thing can, if this thing wants to move up, like there was this one day, remember, where it sold off 10% and then ripped like 15, maybe even more. So that thing, when it gets a mind of its own, it can go all over the place. So I mean, the risk is defined. Just going to let it go. I'm up nicely on it. I mean, the shares are up, I think, almost 10% still. 8. About 8. That's pretty good. In a day, 8% on shares? Are you kidding me? The last trade, these shares went up like 85% in like 3 days. That was filthy. AMD up over 3. I'd love to see this thing get back above the 10 and start consolidating because I'd play it. If AMD gives me that type of setup, I would absolutely love to play some more AMD. We've had some amazing, like these two AMD trades here, guys, like absolute filth in the best way possible. ES coming back up even after that news. K-Web? Yup. Oh, we haven't talked about that yet this morning. So we'll go and take a look at the one that I have. This is Yin, the 3 times levered. Yin is up 5.5%. I am back very nicely green on these Yin shares. So the China thesis is starting to play out. The entry on it wasn't the best. It was kind of off the weekly there. It sold off, chopped around. Now it is breaking out of this range. I'd love to see this thing continue. I bought like 9 grand of it in here, somewhere in here. So these are doing good. I'm not really planning on doing anything with these shares anytime soon. So it's nice to see this thing gaining a little bit of steam, especially this week. So not bad. I wanted to buy more of it if it got like really like below 17, like right around there. But I mean, it kind of baited it 1782, but it didn't quite get all the way down there. Spoke to a guy yesterday about AMD at 4. Oh my God. Does he still have it? Your K-Web January calls are only up 1%. Yeah, but it's been choppy, remember. Like K-Web and like Yin have been choppy. That's why I just went with the shares. Let's see here. All right. ACB is trying to get back above that 730 there. Key level, obviously, yesterday's high right around 753 are going to be interesting. If that thing can get some steam, I mean, obviously that would be great. So, I mean, I have my targets on this thing. It's going to be this high and this high from back here. Slinging it a little bit with the ACB, but it absolutely has the potential to do it. So I want to make sure that I'm in that position to take advantage of it if it wants to go. What's the hold time for ACB? I mean, it could be forever. I have shares on it. His wife made him sell AMD. Oh my god. Yeah, Hawaii 4. Again, you're gonna see this again once you hop in and get the trading education that I provide. But like with shares, I could hold this thing in perpetuity, like forever. It wouldn't matter. Like the shares don't expire. It either is gonna hit my stop or it's gonna hit my take profits. I Other than that, I don't care. Yen still looking good. AMD screwing around at the 10. Oh, that's an interesting move on Boeing. I don't want that though. I don't want that. Where's Tessie? How's Tessie doing? I'm gonna give this thing time. Towards the end of next week, Tesla could give us something really good. You're in 3-year master. Oh, that's not me. I haven't been over there, Hawaii, in like 8 months. Let's see. Let's see. Where did Boyle end up going? I ditched that yesterday. I mean, locked in the rest of the gains there. Yeah, I mean, it's down 4%. I'm happy with that yesterday. That's fine with me. Take that base hit. ACB screwing around. Let's see. Oh, Twitter. What do we got? Uber, Lyft, Tesla. Shares of Uber and Lyft drop around 2% each after Tesla talks up plans to build robo-taxi. Yeah, that's interesting too. So pay attention to this, guys. I don't think Elon is actually like trying to form a partnership with Uber or Lyft. So if he gets robo-taxi, he's gonna make Uber and Lyft buy the cars just outright and just buy a fleet. It's kind of genius if he can accomplish that. But like I posted this yesterday in this little community I'm in. But like Elon's been saying he's gonna get robo taxi in the next year, like forever. So I don't really know. Funny when Kathy was killing it, she was Queen Kathy. Now that she's losing, she's just Aunt Kathy. Do you guys like that tweet I put yesterday? I thought that was hilarious. By the end of the year, ARK funds have destroyed more wealth than any other asset manager over the previous decade, losing investors a collective $14.3 billion. My response: they should get Kathy Wood to be the chair of the Fed. She seems amazing at decreasing the money supply. I thought that was great. Ultra, no. No, when you guys see like and again, I've been doing this for like forever. The day trading mastery course strategy that I have for you guys, like the way that it's built, it eliminates all of the beginner retail investor mistakes that you could possibly make, over trading, over risking everything. And I don't just say it's had all of those winning months in a row. I show you all the trades that are taken with it over a 10-month period. And then for the Swing Kings, it's the Swing King strategy is just filthy. Like you guys see the AMDs, the ACBs that I've given you guys, the CLSKs, MicroStrategy, Mara, Coin, like over and over. It just teaches you how to find stocks that are about to explode before they do, and not just that, I send you the watch list every single week. ACB doing nothing. ES coming up a little. ES seems a little whippy this morning. ES seems a little whippy. Let's see. bearish on SPY, I don't really have an opinion on it. Because for my day trades, guys, it doesn't matter. Like, I don't care where it goes. It just needs to go somewhere. I think she had good calls in the past, but like SCV said in yesterday's mastermind, it's hard to be on top of the wave always. Right. When you think about Sharp ratios, like how much of her excess or active returns were actually due to intelligence versus just the market. And when you think about R squared, well, if you're comparing it to a benchmark, like what is the benchmark doing? And then it goes back to the question, which we didn't talk about, but like how much of the gains in the market have we seen over the past like decade and a half that have come from buybacks and inflation? Man, you 1-3 secured, free trade now, Swing Kings. There you go, Tor. I love that, man. And again, I know a lot of you guys are kind of filtering back into the streams here. Anybody that's been in any of the courses that I provide you guys, let them know what you think. I mean, Tor, you've been having some crazy success there, man. That is absolutely epic. I saw that. What made you switch to your new trading system? Well, I've always like for swings, I've always traded like this. And then for what do you call it? For day trades, anytime that you're operating in the market, you need to trade with systems over discretion. So when you look and see like how I operate in the market, especially for day trades, it's never up to me whether I'm doing something ever. It's just the system. Because again, with the data that I not only show you guys, but I've gone through by myself, well, it makes it make more sense. Because you can say, okay, well, then the outcome of one individual trade becomes meaningless, and it makes it so much easier to have that long-term view. Because then, again, like I say, like less trades, more profits. It's if you guys are sitting here trying to scalp for pennies every single day, you're going to put yourselves in position for failure. And what I want you guys to do is put yourselves in position to have long-term success. ACB back to 730 there. And again, for a lot of you guys that have 9 to 5s, like the way that I swing is so just amazing for it. You just set your alerts and you're good to go. And again, I mean, we can bring this up one last time, but when you look at you're looking at the all-in-one course, is that both the swing and day included? Yes, it is Hawaii. So again, for those of you guys that are really eager to learn and you want both, for right now, the time being, they're basically buy one get one free, 50% off. Let's trade more angles. Yeah. So here's this link here, guys. If you guys are interested in that, there you go. ACB chopping around. I mean, this ACB trade here was why was one of the main reasons why I was able to go up 2 weeks ago, like 20% on my swing account. It was that in silver. I think then the week after was slightly red. And then last week was, so I think it was 3 weeks ago was the ACB. Yeah, it was down in here in the beginning of April. Then there was a slight baby little red week. Then kind of came back out swinging the prior week. And then this week we're doing very, very well as well. The Boyle, the DRV, the Biddy. Actually, I want to look at Beto. Oh, Beto's, yep. Beto's going to let it rip, I think. I don't know. I want this one to have a little bit more time, but Beto is probably going to be doing it. Trading a system turns a loss into just part of the overall plan. Instead of, oh my God, I'm so bad at trading, it's and what am I doing wrong? Exactly. Here comes ACB a little. But yeah, Hawaii, you get both when you select the all-in-one. You just want to make sure the new one isn't going to replace it because I paid for the old one and now it's not around. Well, Ultra, yeah. I mean, this one is, again, I'll phrase it this way. Both the day trading mastery course and the Swing Kings course have strategies that I have put my own spin on to make them better, that have worked forever. You're not trying to be a jerk? No. I know. And also, Ultra, it comes down to like what most people are going to be comfortable with in the market. There are certain things that are going to work for some people, and there are other things that are going to work for everybody. But the point of why they work is the most important part. The reason why these things are so easy to learn, and you can see the simplicity behind it, is because the way that I teach it to you guys. And the way that I crafted the overall education is to eliminate all of the mistakes that I've ever seen new traders make. So if you can eliminate those, it frees you up to have the success that everybody's looking for. ACB chopping around, not really doing anything yet today. Yeah, and then the other thing I offer you guys as well, like when you guys have questions, I know it's a one-time fee, but like when you guys have questions at any time, just message me on Instagram or Twitter, and I'm always going back and forth with you guys, helping you guys out to make sure that you fully understand. Cool, man. Thanks. No problem. Is TradingView a must-have for your program? Yeah, I mean, you want to have TradingView. You want to have TradingView. Tessie screwing around. All right, let's focus up, guys. I know you guys like the courses, but let's focus up a little bit. The 50% off deal is going to be around for a little bit longer. But let's see if we can find something. ACB is screwing around. It's not really doing much. AMD kind of rejected off the 10 there. I do like Beto here. I want to see if this can give us a move, especially when we look at. So Beto, I believe, is 2 times levered Bitcoin to the upside. If you look at Bitcoin on the daily here, I mean, it's obviously going to have the same look. But this type of consolidation kind of breaking that little downtrend that we were seeing that I basically shorted being long BITI. I really do like how this looks. I want to see if we can get that break and then maybe play something like Beto. And also, guys, this move in the market on the daily, this right here, if we can hold and shift this trend, this is going to be so nasty for some of the swings coming up. Last question. You're Canadian. Will these Canadians? Oh, yeah, Hawaii. 100%. Because the foreign exchange rate, commissions, and conversion. No. You'll be fine. If you have access to U.S. equities in the futures market, you're good to go. You are absolutely good to go. Ooh, ACB with a little sell there. Uh-oh. Oh, no. This will give us some good setups. Oh, it could give us some nasty setups, especially with the post-earnings setups. But that was more so what we talked about in the mastermind. What about Forex? Stop. Stop. All right, let me grab water really quick, team. Give me like 2 seconds. Again, make sure you guys are hitting that like button on the way. Yeah, 10-year, turn it up. I would say USD JPY might be as well. I just got to grab some more water. Give me like 2 seconds. All right, I'm back. Yeah, 10-year, turn it up a little. Where is USD JPY? It's creeping to get back over 155 again. Yep, just like Ralph saying, that is creeping right there. So what time is the market open in my time zone? Oh my God, guys. Usually there are no stupid questions, but when you start asking about Forex and it isn't USD JPY, or the questions of like what time does the US market open in my time zone, I might lose my mind. Other than that, though, we're good. You guys can ask anything. Angel, I'm not touching Roku. It has earnings tonight or tomorrow. So Roku could be a fun post-earnings setup. That could be a really fun one. All right, all right, guys, stop. Stop. Roku makes you broku. We've had some really good trades on Roku. How do I withdraw from my paper account? Stop. Still green on this. We'll see what happens here. Tessie not really doing much. Let's check the news feed, ladies and gentlemen, see what we have on here. I don't think there's anything. Hong Kong Bitcoin and Ether ETF start trading April 30th. That's big. That's really big, actually. Giving those types of clients oh man, it makes me just want to it makes me just want to go Beto and just hit it and say, all right, well, let's see what happens. I just what do we have? 6 days until that happens? The thing that people forget to realize, though, with these ETFs is yes, it can introduce more buying pressure, but it also introduces more volatility. There's some futures forex trades like 60 is euro futures. Yeah, but what is it? USD euro or is it euro USD? Like, what is it? Like, which one is it? I was going to try to trade some silver futures. I don't know. I just got it in my head. I was like, maybe I start playing around with silver at night, especially when we were seeing some crazy things happening. And then like the margin requirements were weird. I had to figure out like what the tick, like the dollar amount for the tick sizes were and everything like that. So I was like, yeah, I'm going to stay away. You have some cheap puts on 2 stocks in case PCE comes in hot. Well, here's the other thing that people need to realize with PCE. And I think this is dude, I got like a runny nose this morning. What have we recently seen happen in the market? We saw all of the expectations go from like 7 rate cuts to like almost 0 rate cuts this year. 2,000 on NQ done for the day. Good work, Christopher. So what could we then say about the market pricing in 7 rate cuts? Well, it over expected and was a little bit too overzealous with those rate cut expectations. But they could be doing the exact same thing with rate hike expectations now. So if PCE comes in good, you could absolutely say that we could go on another run in the market because all of the doves at the Fed are going to say, well, things are looking good. We might still be okay for cuts, and the rate cut expectations could start to climb back up. It's like a pendulum. So do I think that we're going to go back to up to like that 4 or 5 rate cuts this year with that being the expectation? No. But I do think we could get back to like 1 or 2. Because if you look at let me pull this up. Like the Fed watch tool. Like right now when we look at the Fed watch tool for June, we've got like 84%, 85% probability that we're not cutting at all. You go to July, 57 that we're not cutting. We go to September. All right, so maybe September is like a 46% chance. December, I mean, yeah, you're kind of coming in here to this 1.5 rate cut expectation for this year. ACB, we're right back up. So it's almost like a pendulum. So you have to watch the market. So it looks like Euro USD. All right, thank you, Daniel. I mean, I'm not going to trade it, but yeah, I mean, those shares are still up like 8.5%. That's good. That's real good there. Yeah, it can still absolutely be irrational in the short term. Absolutely. And it also is going to depend on what happens with earnings season. Like the one thing that we have to realize with earnings, guys, is things like Tesla can have these positive reactions. Things like Facebook can have really negative reactions just because like how far away is Facebook from its like yearly high right now? 5%? I mean, it could do that in a day. So when you think about, all right, where are these valuations currently sitting? Facebook has to absolutely knock it out of the park with the current expectations that Wall Street has in the market right now in order for this thing to really get above these highs. There has to be a very good reason to send big money into this. Now, what I also saw today that I have not seen before is on Instagram, they have something called Meta AI. Now, that is basically Facebook's LLM, I think. It's like their chat GPT. I haven't played around with it yet, but I think they're going to talk about that a lot. And they're also going to talk about NVIDIA processors. Like if I go into my messages over here, ask Meta AI anything. Lava Gamer, hello everyone. Welcome, welcome. You got out of a Baba call for a small profit because it moves so slowly. Had it for 2 weeks. Yeah. How's Yin doing right now? Is Yin still holding on? It's still up 5% on the day. That's great. That's great. Let's see. You get an LLM. You get an LLM. Yeah. So when you think about where we are in terms of these valuations, like they have to crush it in order to send this thing to the upside. Like they have to knock it out of the park. If they don't, uh-oh. And that's the theme with a lot of things. Like when Apple comes up and has its earnings, what do you think is going to happen? Well, Apple has sold off very aggressively. If they can say something positive about, I don't know what they're going to say, but if it's okay, so it's not necessarily Apple saying something positive. It'd be more so Apple saying something less negative than what the market thinks. Very similar with Tesla, very similar with Boeing. 6J is JPY USD. Oh, I wish it was USD JPY. That's interesting. Thank you, Daniel. Done with your full-time next week. On to full-time trading. John, welcome back, my man. Dude, it's good to have you back, John. Eyes on Tesla. I mean, I'm not going to be touching it until probably maybe next week if it actually sets it up. LLMs are the next internet and GPS data farming tool. Yeah, but remember, you are the product with the LLM. You're the product. What do you mean, what's the news? This thing's just whipping around. Whoa, 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 whoa. This is strange. I mean, it's just whipsawing. That's kind of what we said this morning. I was like, it just looks like it wants to whipsaw. Up 1,600 on ES, done for the day. There you go. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Again, guys, as you guys are filtering in here, make sure you guys are hitting that like button. Helps out a whole lot, spreading these streams out to some more people. Yeah, you are the product. Because they're using your inputs and everything for data. Let's see if ACB gets some steam over here. That'd be nice. I mean, what am I at on the week here? Just in terms of percentages. I don't know. I have to take a look. What's today? Wednesday? 4, 3. That doesn't seem correct. I feel like I'm up more than that. It says I'm up a little over 3% on the week, but I feel like it's more than that. That sounds weird. I mean, that kind of makes sense. I mean, I'm just slowly stacking these gains up now with the swings, guys. I mean, this one, the ACB has the potential to go boom. But the other ones, like the DRV, the Biddy, the Boyle, I mean, those were just nice little base hits, just adding cash balance back, adding cash back to the cash balance for further trade setups. And I hope you guys realized it too, especially with the list that I was sending to you guys and all of the Swing King stuff. Like we made that shift like 3 weeks ago on kind of the things that we were looking for. Just because everything was starting to shift in the market and everything was like basically at all-time highs or near like 52-week highs. And I wasn't really, it was a little bit more difficult to say, all right, well, let's keep slinging it at these highs. So it made more sense to start looking for those inverses and some of the other kind of lesser known things that I would not typically want to trade. But I was also thinking to myself, like, it's almost a little bit more fun because we can then use all of the kind of overall broad macro knowledge that we talk about here to then make good trades. That's where the DRV came from. That was a really good one. So, but again, if it shifts right back, we could swinging downside moves is harder and less profitable. It depends on the market. It depends on the market. Like if we like in 2022 and so like in that one session last year from like what, July, August into October, like you could make a bunch of money on shorts. But what I most of the time am going to do in environments like that is go for the 3 times levered inverses, like Sox S, DRV, like all of those types of things. I've also incorporated a lot more shares into how I trade, and I like it. I mean, we talk about that a lot in the Swing Kings course there, like in the reasons why you would ever choose options over shares. And I mean, it's been fun. I mean, it's not like it's that much of a difference. The performance is, it's actually a little better, I think, with some of the shares trades that we've had. Like, yeah, when we catch the options trades, I mean, they're going 500 to 1,000%, but you have a smaller position size. It's a little bit more difficult to hold because you have to deal with theta, IV, time, like all of these other different variables and factors. ACB starting to make a move. That's good. I want to see it above yesterday's high. That's really all I want out of this thing today, is show that it can get above yesterday's high after that big move. If it really wants to run, go for it. But I don't know if we're going to get that type of movement out of it today. It is obviously still early, but who knows? Who knows? That one is the one that I have right now and has the most potential for success. I wouldn't chase it now, obviously. Like, that's the entries were down in here. You took one. Oh my God, Ralph. on what? Amazon? Well, Amazon's another one. Like, this thing did sell off decently. Like, if you're looking at this here, like how far away is it from the recent high? What is that, like 8% or something? 6? I mean, that's still not bad, but I believe when's Amazon's earnings? Next Tuesday. So next week is big for earnings too, guys. Really big for earnings. Oracle, isn't Oracle moving their, oh, that's what you traded it on? Ooh. That is interesting. Where's Docu? I mean, we were talking about that one in that overhead zone for a while. This is why I didn't take any of these. I know some of you guys hit a really nasty one in here. If you slung the weeklies, made them free, but this one wasn't for me with this zone here. Groupon earnings next month. That'll be interesting. I want to see how, well, Visa, I believe, crushed it. Yeah, I mean, ooh. I mean, it's selling off now, but the initial reaction to Visa's earnings was very positive. Let's see. Very positive. Ooh, 50 likes on the stream. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. Maybe there's not going to be a day trade setup today. That's fine. Less trades, more profits, ladies and gentlemen. That's what you got to focus in on. Yin, what's it doing? Still up there? It's coming down a little. I mean, that's still great though. I'm very green on those shares now. But I don't have a plan to sell those in the near future. If you look at FXI, the overall China FXI is what, the China large cap? Yeah, like this thing has been like versus the S&P has been doing very well. I think especially too with a lot of those, like Baba is such an interesting name right now because their fundamentals at these levels that it's trading at are so nasty. Like it makes me just want to take a big position on it. But then again, I already have the yin, which is 3 times levered. So I don't know. I'm probably not going to do a whole lot with Baba. I might. But yeah, ECB. Let's see what you want to do here, pal. You want to get a little oomph, or you want to just hang around today? Either way, that's fine with me. You want more yin? Remember, there is going to be decay on it, so you got to be careful. That's one of the reasons why I didn't buy more. It's levered. Eddie recommended Baba shares. There you go. Where's the 10-year? Yeah, we sniffed 150. We're sniffing 155 on USD JPY here, but I think once you guys see in VIX Insights this weekend, I tie it all together. So we've talked about a lot of different things, kind of one off, one by one. But when you guys see and read, there goes 155 on USD JPY there. So when you guys see it tied all together in this first, it came back down in that first research report, it's going to make a lot more sense as to what's actually going on. It's crazy. It is absolutely nuts. So that's probably going to be out for you guys on Saturday. I think I'm going to send those out and post it for you guys on Saturday. It's 10 years coming up. Let's see. Is there anything coming through the news feed here? Nope. Nope, not yet. Tesla got, ooh, where's Tessie? Is it running? Tessie, they're buying it. They are buying it. I mean, it's not something that I'm all that interested in trading yet. I want to see how this kind of shakes out after this earnings reaction. So I'm just going to be patient and wait. ACB made an attempt there, but it didn't quite go. Yeah, Tesla up 15% now. That's huge. Let's see. This market's just whipsawing today, guys. I mean, again, you got to be careful. Anything that you do in the market has to be based on systems over discretion. A lot of things out there, people think they're trading with systems, but in reality, they're not. I see it on Instagram. I see it on Twitter all the time. People trying to like share things, and it's just like you're just leading people to the slaughter, and it stinks. And I think a lot of people have like fallen victim to that in the past, where they think systems, and they want to trade systems, but they just don't necessarily understand what a full system actually entails and what it involves. So again, be careful. There is nothing in this right now that is going to make me interested at all. Per post earnings strategy worked on Tesla. Well, you can take a look at it. Kinda. I mean, it did and it didn't. I mean, 164.71 to one set. It kind of invalidated itself by breaking down below. So that's one of the reasons why I wasn't going for that there. The post earnings strat, it would have needed to hold this 5-minute low, which it didn't. I mean, you could have looked at it too on a 15-minute, and then you still have it up above here, 164.52. Rec Customs? No, I haven't been around there in what do you call it? In what? Like, I think it's like 7-8 months now. Let's see. You took it off the pre-market low. Oh, that's not bad. You've been away for that long? Yeah, you probably have, man. Welcome back, dude. Welcome back. I know a lot of people are filtering back in. It's starting to get towards the summer. People are getting more into trading here. But again, I mean, I can mention it one last time. I mean, all my trading education there, it's 50% off. You get the Swing Kings course where, again, I teach you how to find stocks that are about to explode before they do. And I also send you guys the watch list, what do you call it, every single week. So you guys are able to see not only the strategy, but I also lead you guys in the right direction. And then the day trading mastery course. I mean, I don't just say it's had that many winning months in a row. Like, I show you over a 10-month period what it's able to do and all the trades that are taken with it. And then that thing is just continued to be absolutely awesome. So for those of you guys that are interested in that, go for it. And again, remember, it's one-time fee, but I'm always available to answer your guys' questions. Like, shoot me a DM on Instagram or Twitter, and I got you guys. Most of the time, I'm sending back and forth like paragraphs with all you guys, like going through stuff, making sure that you guys understand, answering questions, clarifying things. Sometimes it's even at like 2, 3 in the morning. I'm up doing that. Aversion to lizards? No, 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 guys. There's no drama. He was kicked out. No, I was not kicked out. Let's see. We've gone over it before. Guys, remember, I had to take like 2 months off, deal with family stuff. Would not have been fair for me to continue being paid. Like, and when I was ready to come back, I was like, just it's like, take it. I don't want to just like, I have to hop in and out. And then remember, I also have a lot of other things that I do and I'm about to be doing in the future. So the time was going to come at some point anyway. Like, that's one of the reasons why I've released VIX Insights to you guys. Because we can do that forever with everything else that we're going to be doing. Ralph, well, with everything else that we're going to be doing in the future, that at some point in kind of the near future, we're going to kind of, I'll let you guys know about what that's going to be. But VIX Insights is going to stay around forever. Those research reports, doing those single stock fundamental breakdowns for you guys, that is always going to be there. ACB not really doing anything. It's just chilling. I don't know, Ralph. You gotta be careful though, because YouTube's gonna get mad at me for saying that. Let's see. I think the news feed's heating up a little bit. Tesla shares extend rally to 16%, most intraday gain in 3 years. That's very interesting. Yeah, and then remember, guys, we're live every single day at 9 a.m. Not today because my freaking streaming provider decided to disconnect from YouTube. So today we were on a little later, but Friday we're gonna be on early for PCE. I'm gonna be tired, but it's gonna be fine because I have plans tomorrow. Apple just banging its head. Where's AMD? How's that looking? Yeah, just kind of rejected off the 10. I needed to break above, consolidate, and then I'll be interested in doing something in it. And you had a Mercedes? Are you a Jeep guy? No, I actually ditched that Mercedes a while ago. Don't believe him. He'll say anything to convince you he's not a lizard person. Arvind, just because I give you guys the nastiest trades in the market with the swings does not mean I'm a lizard. Okay, let's just make that clear. All right. I would love to see ACB get downright nasty today, but I don't think I don't know. Who knows? That thing can get a mind of its own and just start skyrocketing. Or selling. I don't know. But the setup is there. Mara sniffed 20. Screw you, Mara. I don't know if Mara's going to give me my setup. Oh. I mean, everything happened the way that I was saying it was going to. I just never got my consolidation. So I don't know if we're going to be able to do it. Sorry, explain the heat lamp. There's no heat lamp. Let's see. Only a lizard person would say that? All right, guys. All right. All right. It's just been slow these like again, I just like we've had those trades, we've just let them cook. Just taking those base hits on the swings and running. Like again, the ACB has the potential to do something nuts, but I don't know. It could not. We'll see. Mara is a nasty one. But if you're out here blindly buying Mara levels for swing trades, I think you got issues. You got issues there, team. Let's see. Mara's put options funny. They don't devalue much. Yeah, well, the IV is so cranked up on those things for how crazy they've been moving that, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. ES chopping back around now again. I mean, we could take a look at this on the 5 minutes. Probably the worst chart ever. Yeah. Why? What are you trying to do here? Nothing. There's zero things to do on ES right now. Nothing. Nothing. Just trend somewhere. So maybe I can get a little day trade setup. I don't think it's gonna happen today. I think I took one Monday. Monday I got stopped on one. Yeah, whipsaw day in the spy. I mean, that's to be expected with a lot of earnings coming up and the reactions to earnings that we've seen. If you do break these lows, though, you could get a nice little sell down to here. Where's silver and gold today? Nah, they don't look good. This silver trade was filthy. That was just nasty. Thrasher, what's up, buddy? How you doing? Long bonds are ripping, TLT pooping itself. Oh yeah, look at the 10-year. 10 years going nuts. USD JPY is sniffing 155 again. Yeah, I was thinking about taking the TMF, but it's not time. I think it's honestly, Ralph. I think. All right, you guys are gonna see it more so this weekend. We'll talk about it next week. So when you guys end up reading the VIX Insights research report this weekend, there is a then possible trade setup from what's gonna happen, and it could be fun. It could be very fun to do because there it'll make more sense. But those of you guys that still need to hop into VIX Insights again, I mean, I could charge so much a month for that thing. It's 15 bucks. Where is all right, ACB's chilling. Nothing on the feed. I mean, it's just been slow. I'm excited for Friday. Friday is going to be fun. Bank of America today upgraded Tesla to buy from neutral with a 220 price target. All right, I guess. Like I don't get that one, but oh, big 5-year bond auction today. Oh yeah. How much is that? Is it another 70 billion? Too bad you can't kick out the insights on Thursdays. Risky though. Well, the insights are more so broad research reports. Like I can send you guys the first research report tomorrow if you guys want to. Let's do that. Do you guys want the first VIX Insights research report? Do you want because the first one's ready. I just was gonna send it out at the same time as the single stock analysis one. Do you guys want it tomorrow? Or do you guys want it this weekend? It's long. Why not? Let's do it. All right. We'll do it tomorrow night. Tomorrow, right around market close, we'll send out the first VIX Insights report. Well, let's see. Hold on. We got 2 people that said yes. Who else? Who else wants it tomorrow? Jason. So people will say 5-year bond auction because technically it is, but if it has to do with maturities. So it depends on so like I forget, but like what is it? The bills, notes, bonds, they just have different classifications depending on their maturities. Subbing now. There you go, Jay. Yeah, so guys, it's I'll throw the link in here for VIX Insights. So here you guys go. First research report tomorrow after market close. Yeah, you guys are gonna get that research report there. So there it is. So that is going to be probably the biggest value packed thing that I offer you guys. And you guys can read the description of it on the site over there. But not only are we going to be doing all sorts of that macroeconomic analysis on the markets and how it affects things. At certain times too, we're also going to be going over major historical events. Just because if you have a better understanding of what has happened in history, you'll have a better understanding of, or it's easier to see what's happening now and what could potentially happen in the future. But one of the most important things that we're going to be doing is those deep dive fundamental analyses on individual companies. So that's the one that's going to be released to you guys this weekend. I still have to write that one for you. But it's really cool. And they kind of they did have I'll tell you right now, they had earnings this week. So, and they confirmed fully what the thesis is. I wish we had VIX Insights though for when I first started not sending it out, but like writing this research and kind of going through it with some people, because the stock has moved pretty big. It's still an interesting one though. ACB's not doing anything. Let's see. All right. So yeah, first VIX Insights report, market close tomorrow. There you go. I'm fired up for these insights. There you go. Can I look at Rio? Yeah, I can look at Rio. Rio, that's an interesting one. I think Palantir has a contract with these guys. I'm pretty sure they do. I could be wrong though. It could be a different company, but this is an interesting one. It's not a chart that I want, but yeah, ACB's just flatlined today. Interesting. Maybe towards the end of the day, it gets some action. Don't send it out early. The animals can't even hit the like button. Oh, let's see. Christian, what do you need help with, buddy? Oh, here comes ACB. Come on. I want to see it break yesterday's high. Notes are up to 10 years. Bond auctions are longer than 10 years. Yeah, and then what is it for shorter? It's bills. For like anything less than like, it's like 2 and 3. Anything less than that is bills. I'd love to see ACB get some action, man. I mean, I'm basically flat on the day. Those shares are up like 9.5%. Those are good. All right, let's see. ACBs are at 115%. Oh my God. There you go. I actually thought about trading the options on it this time, but I was like, we had so much success with the shares the last time I traded this thing down here that like I might as well just do it again with the shares. Chop fest on yesterday. How are yields are still up there? Yields are still up. Yeah, Tor got a better freaking entry than me on ACB. I saw it yesterday. I was like, you. I love that. Seeing you guys being able to get better entries than me on the trades is just awesome. You guys are learning. I love it, man. I love it. Let's see. AMD got nothing. ES just chopping. Yeah, I was like, screw you. I was the one that was looking at it on the stream. It just took me too long to actually get it. You were like, nope, ACB going for it again. Like, yeah, I mean, you're up over, I was up over 10% on those yesterday. I mean, I'm up like 9.5 now, 9.6% on the shares, which is still nasty. In a day? Well, I mean, remember last time these ran up like, like this was then it was like 2 days of just ripping, 3 days of ripping. So I'd love to see it do it again. You pulled that thing up yesterday and it was breaking out then and there. Yeah, I know. It just took me a minute to actually want it. But hey, we got it. We're still on it. I mean, that is the one chart that I've seen this week that I'm like, yeah, that has some really good potential there. Swing Kings? Yeah, the swings are nasty. Yeah, they have been. They've been really nasty. They don't call me the Swing King for no reason. Oh, here we go. That's a little pop. That now I'm up almost 11% on the shares. Come on, let's do it. Get up there. Break yesterday's high and let's see what you got in the tank today, ACB. Come on. Come on, let's see. Let's see what you got. Are you going to play around today or are you going to actually give us something? Glad I learned from this. Oh, thank you, one of one. I appreciate that, buddy. Come on. I think it's what, 753 is what we got to, yeah, 753. I just want a nice, clear, like, very aggressive move that says, yeah, we're done with this little zone here. Let's get going. Come on. Now we're up almost, well, 11.5% on the shares. Let's see. Come on. I mean, I could be in this for like the next couple of weeks. I don't know. Who knows? This thing, when it gets going, though, it does like to go very fast. So if you're not in this one, that's okay. Again, I would not, obviously I wouldn't chase it here. You guys have seen with the Swing Kings watch list I send you and all the things that we're able to identify. Like there's obviously going to be a lot more coming. Don't have FOMO. The amount of things that we look at every single week and what we're able to identify. I don't want you guys to ever feel that you have to like that this is going to be the last trade that they're ever. No, there's great opportunity every single week. They're trying for it here. I want to see what happens. They are trying. 750 and 753 are going to be important. If it breaks there, you could see 788, something like that. Yo, what's up, Jack? How you doing, buddy? It's a good name. USD JPY moving down a little bit. It's going to be that 753 area, I think. You break there, I mean, it's 10 cents higher. That's still big, but did you know I trade future stocks and options? Again, all right, here's the speech. Here's the speech for the day. If you guys have the ability to trade future stocks or options over Forex, you should. Forex, you're getting different data feeds. You have to deal with crazy spreads, stupid slippage. The prop firms are always trying to steal from you. So by saying that you want to trade Forex, if you have the ability to trade other things, is like saying I want to put my head in the alligator's mouth and hope I don't get bit. With future stocks, everything like that, much lower spreads, especially with stocks. You'll have some spreads sometimes, but it's nothing crazy. The slippage is going to be next to nothing. And with futures, it's no spreads basically. Very, very, very few times in a year you'll have to deal with slippage unless there's a crazy move that happens. All the data feeds are the same. The prop firms are more regulated. Like, I feel like I got to make that speech every single day. But yeah, I mean, that futures prop firm. How are you guys liking that one? The my funded futures. I think there's a couple of days left to get that deal. It's like $50 for any account size. Like that's insane. That's the best futures prop firm deal that I've ever seen. Okay, thanks. You're welcome. I just like I don't know why people love it so much. I don't get it, but hey. Netflix? What happened with Netflix? I mean, they had earnings, didn't react that positively, obviously, and then are now just kind of following along with the negative reaction there. Where's ES? ES selling off a little bit. The only Forex pair that we will really look at on the stream is USD JPY because of the widespread macroeconomic implications of the yen devaluing. That's it. Unless there's another situation that unfolds in the future that has some similar stuff. Jack, I mean, I was trying to tell everybody and their mother that thing was done as soon as they kind of brought out Ape. People sent me a bunch of death threats saying that I was wrong and that I work for a bunch of hedge funds, which is genius behavior over there. But then again, then I ended up being correct. So hopefully everybody was able to listen to the people that actually know what they're talking about. But if you didn't, again, you got to learn the lesson. and hopefully you're able to make smarter decisions in the future. It doesn't give me the deal, only has the regular challenge accounts and they aren't 50. You got to use the code. Try code VIX. Actually, test this. What does code VIX give you? Because that should give you, and it has to be not on the expert account, it has to be on the starter for the $50 deal. But on the website, when you look at the overall website, it does give you the code for them. Took my profits a dip. There you go, Jack. That's good. Good work, man. But I don't think anybody's tried to use code VIX before, and I don't know what it gets you. It might just give you the best deal that they have. So like if there is a deal and you don't know what the code is, try code VIX and that might give it to you. ACB couldn't do it there. ES kind of fizzling around. Let's see. Netflix, AMD. What are yields? Yields are still pushing. Where's USDJPY? Is this thing sniffing 155 again? Yep. It's sniffing. Let's see. Mara's dying. I want Mara to... I don't even know if I'm going to get the Mara trade. Tor's the music artist? Yeah, Tor's got awesome music. I'm so excited for you guys to see what's going to be in VIX Insights. It's... Oh, man. I went full brain power on this first one for you. I went full brain power on this one. You guys are going to like it. I want to see this thing break. It has the ability to. I mean, I would assume on the 15-minute the volume stepped up a little. A little, nothing really, but it's holding. I mean, you broke above the 10 on the 15. How's the hourly look? I mean, I don't really care about the hourly, but nah, this thing's screwing around. But Lava Gamer, do you know what? Yeah, I want to know what code VIX gives you on my funded futures. Because I don't know what it does. It won't let me test it. I think they gave me a free account, though. Like a free account challenge, which, like, I don't really want. So I was like, thanks, I guess. Maybe I'll just screw around with it and just, like, just go full discretion on it and just be like, tick, 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 tick. Like, I don't like doing that, but, I mean, we could for fun. ACB right back down. Stop. Anytime we trade ACB, my computer thinks it's you-know-who. For some reason. SNDL, I mean, you could trade it, but I'm pretty sure that's a nonsense penny stock. I mean, I'm not really gonna... Nah, I don't like this. ACB and CGC have been setting up way better. Like, where's CGC today? CGC is basically flat. I mean, the reason why I went for ACB though is the setup was cleaner. SNDL, I was kind of looking at it for a little bit, like many years ago, but once you look deeper into that company, it's just not for me. I'm going long at 2. Tilly Taylor. Good luck, buddy. Have fun. You might be able to make some money on it. I don't know, man. I don't know. That's going to be a tough one. That's going to be a tough one there. All right, let's see what we got. Good morning, y'all. What's up, Austin? How you doing, buddy? Oh, I've got a lot of stuff I got to do for you guys today. Yes, losing it a little here. No, Tor's music is great. You guys should definitely listen to Tor's music. After 8, I tried to tell everybody, man. I tried. I did my best. And then everybody sent me death threats. And I was like, haha, still alive and your stock's down. Like, what do you want me to do? I told you. Not you specifically. I told everybody else. Let's see. 10-year climbing. USD JPY over 155. Watch out. If ES breaks down here, you can see it start to get a little selly. You could see it get real selly. Ooh, we got some slackers on the like button today. Uh-oh. Friday's going to be a big day. What else we got? Yeah, I mean, if USD JPY keeps climbing and and yields start going up, this thing is probably going to lose it. Unless you have things like Tesla and Nvidia that just randomly start ripping, then you tried my code, it works now. Oh, sick. All right, guys. Yeah. So on the My Funded Futures thing, just use code VIX and you guys are good to go to get that $50 deal for any of the account sizes, which is insane, dude. I don't know what their deal is going to be like for next month, but actually, it's better than Apex's deal. ACB, come on, try it again. Dude, every time. Every time I start talking about ACB, it thinks I'm talking to Siri. We had that happen last time when I was like freaking out when we saw these giant candles when we were in this. It just kept pulling up Siri. 5-minute delay until the oil data drop. What happened? Where's CL? That's interesting getting bought back up there. Thanks a lot. No problem, Lava Gamer. I'm out of water again. That's going to be a problem. I'm really just waiting for ACB to do something. That's really it. Like, I don't think, I mean, we haven't found it. That oil's moving. Where's Exxon? Exxon has earnings Friday, though. So I'm not doing anything with this, but Exxon has, it looks good. It just has earnings Friday. Same thing with Chevron. Where's CVX? That's Chevron. So let's see. Much different look there. Which account size would you recommend to start with since this is your first time trading futures? Well, all right, the deal makes the most sense with a 150K account. But remember, like if you've never traded futures before, I always say like you got to paper trade on a broker first so that you can understand like the actual process of entering and exiting, because if it's different than something that you've gone for, like remember when I started screwing around with futures, like I would just leave random orders there. Like you have to make sure that once one of your limits gets hit, you're out. And you got to make sure that like all the other orders are canceled. Is Google something I'm looking at? No, because they have earnings this week. It will be after earnings. Like, guys, this is going to be the time you got to be very careful with the charts you're looking at to make sure they don't have earnings coming up within like the next couple days. Because if you decide to trade options on them, one, the premiums are going to be a lot more expensive. And two, if you forget that earnings is happening, well, you've just subjected yourself to a gargantuan amount of risk, especially if you trade the shares on it. Because you could easily see big moves on a lot of these on earnings. So like, yeah, like Lava Gamer, like it makes the most sense to actually go for the larger account sizes because of the deal that they have right now. ACB back down. This thing's just hanging out. DM to the reason for the oil whip. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Ooh, ACB losing it pretty aggressively there. So again, this is the zone that we got to clear. If we can clear with some momentum over that 753, we're going to have fun. If not, I mean, this thing got sold off from here a bunch of times. Didn't see the earnings. Yeah, you got to be careful with it. You got to be careful when these companies are about to report. Like, I just stay away from them. And that's why I gave you guys the post earning strategies too, because you don't have to play the actual event. You can just wait. Oh, market getting a little knifey here. Where's USD JPY? Moving up. 10 years moving up as well. Uh-oh, spaghetti. Oh, watch out. Watch out. But yeah, I mean, Google's chart, I don't think it looks bad. I don't think it looks great either, though. Yeah, Google's all right, but it's not something that I would be all that excited about. Textbook, Tesla textbook example why candle structure still matters. Oh, absolutely, absolutely. I'm probably just gonna sit in the ACB. If it hits my targets, great. If it hits my stop, cool. Still gonna be green on the week. It's been very like relaxing this week. It's been, I mean, you guys know the deal at this point with like the swings and the way that I teach it to you guys in those courses, but it's just been so relaxing with these trades. Like once we have our stops, we have our limits, we just let it go. The only reason why I ditched DRV early before it actually got down to my stop and profit was to avoid the gap down risk. So if I have a stop limit order in and the next day it gaps beyond that, well, I'm going to get filled at a much lower price, which did happen once recently. I forget what it was, but it did happen. It wasn't anything crazy because the risk was already so low with that one. But that can't happen. So if it was getting really close there, especially towards the end of the day, I was like, yeah, I don't really want to go near that and subject myself to that type of risk. So I just ditched the rest of it in profit, which was nice. ES lost that level. USD JPY still climbing. Our yields are still climbing over here. Watch out, ladies and gentlemen. So this is interesting movement on ACB. So ACB is now kind of moving with the overall market. When we traded this thing last time, I mean, if we look at ES on the daily, this had a mind of its own. So now that it's moving with the overall market is interesting. I mean, if this thing knifes, ACB is going below 7. It doesn't look like it wants to get a mind of its own. It still could, but we'll have to wait and see on that one. You've traded some futures and perpetual contracts on Binance and Bybit, but not TradingView. Well, you're not trading on TradingView. You're going to be trading on Tradevate or NinjaTrader. It's pretty much the same, but I would say open up an account on Tradevate or the same broker that you're going to use for the prop firms, and you're going to get, I believe it's 2 weeks free of live data on a paper account. So what you can then do is practice for like a week even in but like you can get your account challenge with to make sure you take advantage of that deal, practice for a few days to understand, okay, this is where you cancel it and things like that. But Lava Gamer, in addition to, you also have to understand like the different elements of futures contracts. It's not complicated. I think futures are a lot simpler than options, which can also make it a little bit easier for most people. um but that's also included in all the education that I provide you guys too. AMD losing most of those gains that it had from this morning. I mean, that makes sense with the market doing what it's doing. Guys, I got to get some more water really quick. So, again, just hit that like button on your way in if you guys are new. Give me like 2 seconds. I just got to fill my cup back up with water. All right, we're back. We're back. That's holding, but we'll see. I mean, I did say below here, you're probably going to sell a little bit. USD JPY chilled out a little bit. 10-year still at the highs though. 10-year still at the highs. Yeah, I feel like everybody thinks I'm like last night during the mastermind, like the mastermind is like very tight late. Like we're going through a bunch of stuff, but I'm over here with like a solo cup. It's filled with water. Like it's just I have them. I might as well use them. Not dirtying other cups. It's got a little bit more volume than some of the other cups that I have. Like I don't know. I like solo cups. Sue me. Like I like them. You gotta stay hydrated. We actually could get an opportunity today. If this thing sells a little bit more, there might be an opportunity later in the day for us. It just needs a little it would need to get down to like 50.97 or like 50.94, right around there. That would be fun. If we got a nice little nasty day trade setup there, easy cleanup. No exactly. My dishwasher was broken for like 3 days too. It wasn't even broken. It just like the plug was that was annoying. I like called maintenance and they were like, "Oh yeah, just." I was like, "Come on, really? Is that easy?" I was like, "I could have done that." Yeah, ACB coming back up. I still like it. I mean, having a little bit of a cool off day there. Ooh, this is interesting. Wow. The heck was that? My computer hates me these days. It really does hate me. I think I need to get a new one. I think I need a new computer. Yeah, we would need to see this lower. And I'd go from like here 51.24.75, something like that. Yes, bouncing back up. I'd like to get one today. That'd be fun. That would be real fun if we could get one. Are you using the 15-minute time frame for the trades? Yeah, everything that I teach you guys in there is all based on the 15-minute, but you could use the 5-minute. It's just easier to see the setups on the 15. Like in the videos, it would line up with the BJ zone nicely. Ooh, it would. Um like every when you guys see me flip back and forth between the 15-minute and the 5-minute in the videos that I post on like Instagram, TikTok, and sometimes YouTube, the only reason I'm doing that is to just look at the smaller time frame to see where the structure is. You work in IT. If you need any help buying a PC or have questions, let me know. Oh, thank you, Hawaii. I appreciate that, buddy. And then Hawaii, you too, man. When you end up hopping into those courses there, again, I'm always around to answer questions. You guys send me a DM on Instagram or Twitter any time of day. I'm usually around to just go through and make sure that you guys are understanding what you need to. I'm not sure if the deal is over, so the monthly fees are up to 100% though, so the higher accounts will cost more monthly. Yeah, after, yeah. I don't know if they jump up, but any new accounts, depending on what deal they have, those depending on what deal they have, I don't know if they're gonna do the $50 for any account size again. I mean that's one of the best deals that I've seen in the futures prop firm space. And their activation fees are lower, so you can basically view. And they have different. I almost think it's a better Top Step. That's what it looks like from when I've gone through and looked at the rules. It's less expensive. I don't think they have that 50% rule. The only thing you have to do is make sure you take one trade in a week. On their Discord, it says that it's going to be 50 a month going forward. Oh, you guys are getting a steal. Oh, you guys are getting a steal. And I think you can have 3 of those accounts, and then when you can also have another one up to a live account where they actually step you up to live funds. So you can have 4 of them. That's pretty good. I don't know. I like it. I think they got some. I think they're kind of stepping in and kind of taking some of the stuff that like Apex and Top Step have done, taking a little bit of the best of both worlds there. I think they're doing pretty good. You promised yourself today. You bought ABC. ACB. If it clears 751 for you guys, you would use the money to buy a course. There you go. There you go. I mean, I don't know if it's gonna do it. I mean, again, what you got to think about too, Hawaii is like the amount of opportunities that we're like. I don't actually care what happens to this trade. That's what you guys have to realize. Like the outcome of one individual trade is meaningless to me because there's so many more opportunities that always fire off with the way that we do things. It's just an every week thing. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. But we're always going to be in the position to be able to capitalize on moves like this, and that's the point. But again, you kind of just gambled on it, man. So I don't. That's tough. I don't know what you're doing there. Again, systems over discretion. Just because I say something on the stream does not mean you should like go and do it. Remember. Oh, I know. Yeah, like be careful, man. Don't be like it could be one of the nastiest trades ever again. It could come down and stop me out. I don't know. I don't really care. Because the way that the risk to reward is set up and the opportunities that we identify, I mean, it's all built for that long-term vision of making money over time. Once you have the skill to be able to identify them and execute them, nobody can take that away from you, and you have a lifelong skill. SPY went red. ES down 4 points, 4.5 points. If it gets down there and then kind of comes back up later in the day, we could have a nice opportunity there. What does the activation fee mean? It means when you pass, you pay the fee to get the live account. So I think it's $100. That's why you need the profit to buy the courses. You got smoked last week on Nvidia. Here's what I would say. Hawaii, again, you're operating in the market with the wrong viewpoint. You're saying, "Oh, I want to make money now to buy this." It doesn't even have to be like, let's just say it doesn't have to do with like my education. Either way, saying, and this is what I really harp on so much in there and how to avoid this type of behavior is if you operate in the market that way, you're guaranteed failure. That's what it is. Because you're thinking about trading in a way that trading is just not. Most people will say like, "Ooh, try and make X percent." No, 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 no. You got to make sure that you have that long-term view, and which is what I try to just like harp on so much and say, like, if you guys can learn the skill to be able to execute, one, like I've said it a lot in this stream, the outcome of one individual trade becomes meaningless, but why? Well, because you have a good understanding of what the systems are that you're using and what you should expect over time to happen. Like I could go a week, 2 weeks, like not taking trades. I don't care because my only job in the market is to be a steward of my system and take high quality trades. That's it. You want to enter a call at 152 supports the two. Like Tano, that's not how I trade and that's not how I would do things. If you want to do it, go for it. Failing even with the masterclass? Well, it depends. Like it depends on what you're looking for. Like I don't think you're in my mastermind. 210 spread under 27 bips. Jaws closing a bit today. Ooh, the uninversion would get interesting. I mean, this is one of the longest times. What is it? 600 days that we've seen this inversion of the twos and tens. Like people ask all the time, like in my DMs, I'm like, they're like, "Well, help me with this, do this," and I'm like, It's all right in front of you. Everybody knows what they should and should not be doing in the market. They just don't necessarily understand the actual process of doing the right things. Once you can understand that, and it's not you understanding it, it's going through and putting a tiny, tiny little bit of time in to say, all right, this is what I'm looking to accomplish in the market. This is what I'm going to be executing on the charts. Taking a course and understanding it is not the same. Exactly. Exactly. Like you could go through anything and say, "Oh, look, strategy." But and that's why I put all of that testing in there to say like, "All right, here's what it is. Like this is we went through it. We showed you exactly what this is, but let's actually see how it's executed." And then over time you can say, "Well, all right, you might have a couple of periods where a couple of these trades go red and you get stopped out." It's more so talking about like the day trading side of it. But if the average risk to reward on a double take profit is like 1 to 6, I mean, you're gonna be okay. ECB screwing around. Stop. Every time. And then again, Romeo, that too is that's why I'm always available to answer your guys' questions because the understanding of the material is the most important part. And it's different than any like again, that's why it's like the different results that like we see is because we do things differently. Why would you expect to have different results than everybody else if you decide to do the same things as them? Well, to me, that wouldn't make sense logically. You gotta incorporate a lot of logic into what we're doing. Millions of people graduate from school and certifications every year, but it's like they need experience to utilize the education. Exactly, exactly. But that's why I gave you guys like the 10 months. Here it is. This is what it does, and it just keeps going. And then the swings. Once you guys see that, you're like, oh, that's where we have a lot of fun. Like the day trades are kind of boring. It's just like, all right, here's the level we hunt for. Here's our stop. Here's our take profits. Done. Easy. The swings is where it gets fun. Oh, David's in voice this morning. Oh, I want to hop in there. I just gotta. I have. I got a lot of stuff to do. I got. All right. I'll try and hop in there for like a half hour, Ralph. Let's see. AMD lost pretty much all of those gains. USD JPY is trying to come back down below 155, but how are yields are coming down? So they just kind of took this and just started selling it. Let's see. They should be just chopping around. See what happens with it. Uh, Biden signs TikTok divestment or ban bill into law. Wow, that's interesting. Is the 50% automatic? Hawaii, it is. If you select all-in-one access, yes, it is automatic, and you get access to both of them for the price of one. And then again, any questions that you have going through those videos throughout this week or this weekend, dude, just shoot me a message on Instagram or Twitter. I'll be around to answer those for you. And like any, you get confused on anything, and that goes for all of you guys. Let's see. I want this thing to sell more so I can get a better setup on it. It's just wiki in here. Tesla giving some back, yeah. There was also a Ukraine bill, I think. It's a great day for world peace. What the heck is happening? Hold on. What are they doing? It will make America and the world safer. U.S. national security legislation providing aid for Ukraine. How is all right? Whatever. Just screwing around. They're just screwing around. Fair value gap trading strategy. I don't do any of the ICT nonsense. Let's see. All right, guys. It is 11 a.m. That is going to be wrapping it up for us today. Remember, we have our first VIX Insights research report going out tomorrow after hours. And then again, you guys want to give yourselves a fighting chance in the market with these strategies. Again, that 50% off deal is going to be around for a little bit longer. We might do something for next month, do a little VIX birthday sale. But again, that deal isn't going to be around forever. It'll change in the near future. I mean, right now is probably the best deal that we're going to see it at. Yeah, I mean, you guys know the deal. You guys see it every day. You see the amount of success there. I've got some testimonials on the site for you. And then also on my Instagram too, on one of those pin stories. So again, team mastermind tonight's going to be fun. We're going to have a good time with that. We have that Twitter space later today at 2, which is going to be fun. But other than that, guys, you guys have a great rest of your day. I'll